Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, I'm going to share something with you before I get started into the actual title of this video. I'm going to share something with you that's pretty personal to me right now. So what's going on is, unfortunately, over the last 5 weeks, I had unfortunately lost my job. Nothing to my own doing as far as I'm concerned, but it just happened. So I've been out of work for about 5 weeks. But in that midst, what I decided to start doing was I started my own business. I started TCC Property Solutions. Basically what it is, it's a local handyman type service. I know a little bit about a lot of stuff, so therefore I decided, hey, why not, take this opportunity to potentially try to start my own business. Now I do obviously have YouTube, and that is really awesome. So I want to thank you guys for supporting me over the years. And if you're new to the channel, maybe subscribing or watching a video of mine, liking and all that stuff will help me out. Because unfortunately, I'm not working right now, and I really wanted to share that with you guys. I've been putting that off for a really long time. This was almost over 5 weeks ago now, and I wasn't sure if I was going to say anything, but I decided, hey, why not? Because starting this business to help people do stuff, to fix things, because there's things that I've done on my channel that I can do. So I've also partnered with VEVOR brand tools lately, and they've been supplying me with a few tools here and there that I've been doing videos on. And honestly, I really like their tools. I really like what I've been getting into. They're very inexpensive. Their motto is tough tools for a cheap price. And honestly, that's where I'm at right now. I can't afford to go out and buy the DeWalt brands and the Milwaukees and all that stuff. It's just not in the cards right now, just way too expensive. Luckily, I have partnered up with VEVOR, and I said, hey, listen, I'm starting this business. Maybe you can help me get going with that. And at the same time, I can do some videos for you. And they've been great. And I've recently have done a planer for them. I already had a planer, but my other planer was crappy. And they have sent me now, over here in this box, a table saw. It actually is sitting on a table saw. The problem is I don't have a table saw to go with me anywhere. The table saw that's right there, it's a shop saw. There's no way that is coming to any job site, anything that I need to do. I'm not building a house or anything like that. I'm doing small repairs that, don't require ginormous tools. And they know for a fact that I told them, listen, if there's anything really bad about this, I'm going to put it out there. And they're like, no problem. If it's something bad, put it out there. But I just wanted to put that out there, why I'm doing some of these videos. And honestly, if you want to help out the channel, help me grow in my venture for this journey that I'm on, maybe, you can help me out, because for the first time in my whole adult career, I'm basically self-employed in a sense, to the point where I need to do what I need to do. But with that being said, what we're going to do is, that is the VEVOR table saw. How about right now, let's go ahead and I'm just going to open it up, get it all laid out. We'll get all the parts laid out. And then when we come back, we're going to go ahead and check it out, see what comes up in the box, and give it a test run and go from there. So let's do it. All right, guys, so I did not want to bore you with the unboxing and getting this thing out of the styrofoam. It's actually pretty much ready to go. There's only a couple things that you need to do to set this up. But before we do so, let's go ahead and go through some of the accessories and the parts that it comes with in the box. As you can see right here, I got everything laid out nice and neat, and even still have the zip ties still on the power button, which I really do like this power button. I'm just going to say it right now, because it has a big slap that you can go ahead and hit really easily. You don't have to try to fight to find a power, just in case you need to turn that thing off really quick. You just reach down, hit it really hard. That's a really nice feature right there. All right, so let's start over on this side. We got the power cord, heavy duty gauge, and then right here it has a wrap that you can wrap it all up and you are good to go. Perfect. Also has these little rubber feet, and that is for if you're storing it on its side. This is nice and compact. It's actually really lightweight. It's well made, don't get me wrong, but it is a lightweight saw that you can go ahead and put in the back of your truck or your SUV or car, or even your trunk. Now, I do see something wrong right here, which I should be able to fix, but taking out of the box, there was a fault in the machine right here. This is bent. This has a little dip to it, has a handle right here. So this goes up to 24 inches, which is really awesome. Another cool feature right here is I actually took it out. This is your push guide, right? And it has a nice little storage. Check this out. So you're not going to lose it. Everything has a place with this machine. This right here is your level. You flip this up. What you do is just hold it by here. And then if you pull this out, you could see the top will slide out, and then you lock it into place and you're good to go. Back here, it has your wrench storage. That way, when it's time to change your blade or adjust your riving knife, you have everything right here ready to go, so you won't lose that. Very nice storage for that. Coming around the back, you have a dust collector. The other part is it also comes with this adapter, which is really nice. So if you don't have that large of a dust collector, you know, you're just using a shop vac with a small hose, you can go ahead and use this. Let's go ahead and measure it out, check it out, see exactly what it is. So it's a 1.5 inch hose inlet. There you go. So you got a 2.5 inch hose dust collector and a 1.5 inch dust collector right there. This is the instructions that it comes with. This is the user manual. And honestly, the instructions are really, really nice. They tell you everything from angles and how to set up your riving knife and everything like that, which is right here. Everything else seems nice and straight. No issues with the deck, the tabletop, or anything like that. The other cool thing is, let me show you this. Here is your miter gauge. This comes with this little adapter that you put on like so. Slides in and out, and this is adjustable right here. So if you need to make it get a little bit closer, or if you want a little bit farther away, that way you can keep ripping at a nice 45-degree angle. You should be good to go with that. But the cool thing is the storage. Let me show you where this stores when you're not using it, and you'll never lose it. This little piece right here and this little piece right here is exactly where this goes. So what you do is you just take this and you put it right in here, and then you snap it in there, and check that out. This is a permanent hold for your miter gauge. You'll never lose it. The last thing we have up here is coming to the top. We have your rail. Everything seems to be in good working order. The only thing is it comes with this piece right here, which is, I don't understand this. I've never seen this before in my life. This is an extra piece that attaches to here. It provides an auxiliary support, securely attaches to the rails where locking latches on both ends. I don't understand this at all, to be honest with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to remove these right here. We're going to get rid of these wing nuts, okay, like this. For now, I'll keep all of this together so I don't lose it, and I'll have it in storage. If anybody knows exactly what this piece is and why it's there, let me know in the comments down below, because honestly, I need your help with that. All right, the last thing we got to do is let's go ahead and put on the riving knife blade guard. So now what we're going to do is we're going to double check one thing. So this is your gauge for what angle you're cutting at. So right now we're set at a 0-degree angle, but if you actually look at it right here, it's probably almost 1 millimeter off, 1/16 of an inch off of the 0 mark. So this is all the way over. I slammed it all the way to this direction, 100%. So let's go ahead and move it to the 0. And what we're going to do is I'm actually going to take this back off, and we're going to see what kind of degree and how square this is. All right, there we go. So right now we're on 0, the exact 0 point right here. So 0, and then we have all the way up to 45. Let's come up here and check this and see how we are compared to that. So we'll raise the blade all the way up. I have my square right here, and let's go ahead and see how that does. All right, so we're going to go ahead and use the square and see where we're at. And it looks like it's off by, at the very bottom, almost a 1/16 of an inch. Almost like that sticker was not put on straight. And see right here, it wants to turn the blade. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to set this all the way back. Let's go ahead and put that angle all the way back. And hopefully I can take that sticker off and just slightly adjust it so that that way I know exactly where the 0 point is. Hopefully I can take this sticker, being the fact that it's on there new, and hopefully I can peel it and adjust it correctly. And look at that. Perfect. All right, so here it is right here. And the funny thing is, I literally cannot get it to go to 45. It's probably 44 and a half right now. So I don't think I'm going to be at an exact 45-degree angle cut. For some reason, right here, there's a bolt, and that bolt has a stopper. I might be able to adjust that or bend it just a little bit. But let's go ahead and use a gauge and see how close I am to getting to 45 according to the table. All right, so we have this really cool tool here. This is a angle finder. And you could see right here, if we just don't touch it, let it do its thing for 1 second. All right, guys, we are at exactly 0 degrees right here. So this is exactly 0 degrees. If it's 44 and a half, then we should be pretty dang dead on. It might actually be 44 and a half. I think I'm looking at it correctly, and it's 44 and a half. I think we're going to check one more thing. We're going to try one more thing. Let's try it. So what we have here is we have a digital gauge. It's a pretty easy tool to calibrate. You just spin it around 180 degrees twice. So let's go ahead and get this piece calibrated, and then we're going to check to see where we're at on this angle. So let's go ahead and see where we're at. Look at that, 44 and a half. So 44.5 right there, give or take. All right, so what I know right now is we are basically exactly to scale. Let's go ahead and get this cut real quick. Pull that out, and now we are good to go. So here is your power switch, and this actually has a little hole right here. So if you really wanted to be safe, you could put a padlock on this so nobody can turn the machine on and off. All right, guys, now that we went ahead and we got everything set up, it's ready to go. We're gonna just run a couple quick test rips on this. Now, I'm not too fond, just so you all know, I'm not too fond of the height that I have this at right now. Just because it's a little bit too high. You shouldn't be cutting a table saw this high. Absolutely not. It's sitting on top of my other table saw, so it's literally almost chest level. You should be pushing down at this kind of degree. This is set up way too tall right now. I just don't have anywhere else for this because this is not my normal table saw. This is going to be something that I have on the site with me and in the garage when I need something upstairs. So with that being said, we're just going to run 1 or 2 test cuts on this just to see how it does and see how the power is. We're going to run a piece of 3/4 inch pine through this, and then we'll run 1 piece of a 2x4 through it just to kind of see how the power is and see if it bogs down or anything like that. Let's go ahead and run this through and see what happens. All right, I think we're in good shape. Let's go ahead and power it on. Man, that thing kicks on fast. Ooh, all right. I don't want to do this. Take out the push guide, and I think what I'm going to do is change the camera angle because I do not want to be on this side of this at this height because I'm going to be pushing up pretty high, and I'm not too fond of that right now. Oop. I mean, you see how high this is? This is pretty dumb. But I will tell you what, that thing cut very nice. That cut extremely nice. Wow. Without any problem, it went right through that 1-inch pine. I think what we're going to do is let's try to do a 2x4 and see how that does. I'm so not used to using these. My other table saw doesn't have the guard or anything like that. I'm not used to having this guard. So, but I do like it because it doesn't seem like I'm throwing dust everywhere. So I definitely will keep that because if I'm at somebody's house, I want to try to be as clean as possible. Let's go ahead and try to rip down a 2x4. So we're going to go back up. Check it out. This is a piece that I used the other day. So I think that should be pretty good. All right, let's go ahead and rip this 2x4 down and see if it bogs down at all. I'll tell you what, it ripped right through that 2x4. Look, no knife burn or anything like that. Man, that did good. Check that out. Zero burn whatsoever. And as flat as can be. And that's with the stock blade. If you guys put another blade on here, you know, sometimes you can get those Diablo blades and spider blades, and they are really, really good. Totally awesome. Check this out. I want to show you this. Look at this dust extraction. Check this out right here. This is coming from the back bottom side. This thing is completely sealed off right here. So the blade is completely encased. There is no way for sawdust to go anywhere but out this hole right here. So all the sawdust is going right here. So if you had a bag or some kind of dust collector right here, you would definitely be able to save a lot of dust and a lot of mess at your job site. Pretty awesome. All right, let's do another test cut. All right, guys, that is it. That is the video. I went ahead and made sure that this thing is dialed in and it is ready to go. What I did was I adjusted this screw right here, and I just used a little pair of pliers. I took that screw, loosened it up, and moved that little stopper a little bit more. So now my gauge goes past and beyond the 45-degree mark. A really quick fix. That way I can now make sure that I'm set at 45-degree angles all the way down, and it is ready to go. I really do like this machine. It's very lightweight. It's going to be great to just carry around on the job if I need to. It'll fit in a trunk or in the back of my SUV, and I should be good to go. I just want to thank VEVOR for sending me this. If you are interested, go down into the links in the description down below. I'll put a link with this that you can get a discount if you're interested in this table saw. Again, if you are interested in any of the videos, go down below, hit like and subscribe to my channel. I got some really cool stuff coming up, and as a matter of fact, I definitely have some more VEVOR items coming up on the channel. So stay tuned, and those will be here soon. Again, thank you so much for considering subscribing to the channel and liking this video. And until that next one, though, make sure you do one thing. Stay awesome. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.